coming down here and playing 3 games in 3 days. Great preparation for our Big Ten tournament where we have to do the same sort of thing, and really proud of our team. They're focused, going from day to day to day. It's mentally and physically taxing playing 3 games in 3 days, and I thought they did a great job of handling that. Kansas State, obviously a great team. It feels really good to get the redemption win. We did not play very well at our place, and we knew that, and we were really kind of glad to have this opportunity to redeem ourselves. And so Ioka Lee is just really tough to stop. She's an excellent player, one of the best in the country, but we have one of the best in the country as well, and very thankful for that. And Molly had a great tournament. I thought Kate Martin had a really good tournament as well.
Caitlin, as you guys prepared for this and dove into what went wrong last week and what needed to be better, what did you feel was better tonight than last week against them?
Yeah, it definitely helps to make a few shots to start with. But I think the biggest things are, they just collapse in the paint anytime we drive. And I thought we did a much better job of being in control when we got into the paint, finding shooters that were open, passing it to our post when they made themselves available. They provide help every single time we drive into the paint. I think that was the biggest thing. We put in a couple plays that worked well for us. Just a little tweaks and adjustments. But I think overall it was just, we had a bad night last time we played them, and they're a really good team. They play really great defense. They can cause you to miss shots. They have great length at their guard positions. But yeah, I think, we just played harder. We managed the game a lot better at the end of game situations. We were up 5 points with 2 minutes at our own home court. You should never lose that game. It was just bad clock management and bad end of game situations where we didn't make shots. So I'm just proud of this group. They went on a little run there in the fourth quarter again, but we just responded and stayed together.
Please. You obviously, and the great ones all do this. You have a switch that you know when to find, whether it's something sets you off or you just get on a roll. Mm-hmm. How do you explain what the game is like when you get in that place?
Yeah, I think, fourth quarter especially is, I missed a few shots to start the fourth quarter, but I knew I was going to need to make some for my team to win. So it's, you always just tell yourself next shot. My 3-point shot felt really good all night, and I thought our ball screen action was working really well too. So Coach Bluder just kept putting us in ball screen action. I thought our 5s were setting the ball screen pretty high. But usually I know it's going in when it comes off my hand, and I usually know when it's not going in when it comes off my hand. I think that just speaks to the amount of time I put in with my shot. And I felt like Coach Bluder said, I thought Kate played tremendous tonight. Our post really battled. Ioka Lee is a really tremendous player. Her size, her physicality, she's really hard to defend. Molly was tremendous, just fearless out there. So, it's a team win, but I'm just proud of this group. Anytime you can go home with 3 wins, it makes for a pretty good trip.
Lisa, you knew that if there was foul trouble down low, it could get dicey with Hannah out. Just that second quarter, Kate's playing at the 5 for an extended stretch. Just how big was it to survive that and, get to the half with the lead still?
Yeah, we were, that's what I mean, battling the adversity with Hannah being out, getting into some foul trouble, Kate playing out of position against one of the best centers in America. So I thought we handled that situation as well as you could. But she's a lot to try to defend, and she drew a lot of fouls. She drew 7 fouls against us, and that's a lot.
Okay, so you're up 13 early, they come back. You're up 11 in the fourth, they come back. I know you'd rather that not be the case, but what did your team show you that they were able to, get it back together twice?
Right. Basketball's a game of momentums, and everybody has one, right? It's very rare that you just keep going all the way through the game. So we had our momentum, then they would have it, and but yeah, when they took the lead at the end, right, at the fourth quarter with about 2.5, I believe, 2.5 left, they went up 1. And I thought we kept our composure really well during that situation. I'm really pleased with the way that we handled that situation.
Molly, you guys have talked last year about how pivotal the non-conference experiences were later in the year to go through this weekend, to get, a rematch and take care of it. Just how big will these moments be, now, but also as you guys go through the season?
And Coach Bluder touched on it before. These tournaments set us up for the Big Ten tournament. We're playing back to back to back. So we know how to deal with the scout. Obviously sets us up for success in the Big Ten tournament, especially.
Coach, you guys win the Big Ten tournament 2 years ago, win it last year, win this tournament this year. Can you put your finger on kind of what makes your group so successful when you put them in that 3 games, 3 days situation?
You know, I mean, our players are really managing themselves. You know, they're professionals. They, like, at the resort, you know, I see other teams out there in the swimming pool and in the hot tub and stuff, and our kids are businesslike. They're doing their work. They're looking at their iPads. They know that, you know, when it's time for fun, it's great, but when it's time for business, it's time for business, and game day is business day, and I think they just go about that really smart.
Caitlin, you're gonna get this a lot in January and February, so I apologize, but you're now, it's like 550 away from Cal City. You know the attention will pick up as you get closer and closer and closer. Without saying that records mean nothing to you, how do you expect that you will handle the additional attention that will come as you get closer?
Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to wrap my head around already the attention that I have. Like, just even the crowd tonight, it's special. It really is. The way people cheer, the way people have on our jerseys, the way people have on Iowa clothes, like, it's just not the same every other program. So I think for me is just don't let it overwhelm you. Don't let the moment pass you by, because, you know, living in the now is super important. It's really special. You know, these are going to be some of the best moments of my life that I get to share with my best friend as a kid who's 21 years old in college. And I play this game because I love it. I play it because it's fun. And when I play it that way, that's what allows me to be as good as I am. Allows me to have my team to have a lot of success. So I think just, you know, enjoy every single moment, soak it in, and you know, no moment is ever too big. And I think our team really steps up when, you know, the lights kind of shine the brightest. So rely on the people around me, because, you know, they've helped me come a long way too.
Lisa, you really tested Jan's get-back skills there in the fourth quarter. I don't know if I've ever seen you that mad.
I don't think I've ever had a coach yell at me from the sidelines ever in my entire career. So, yeah. I mean, I'm talking to the official. I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to my official.
Well, what were you talking to the official about?
3 seconds in the paint.
Did you hear how you got, when they called it? I won't say you got it, when they called
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Your crowd seemed to notice.
Yeah, they're intelligent. Hawk fans are smart fans.
And they are smart.
Coach, you called it Carver South out there when you were talking to Debbie. Can you put in words what it means to be this far from home and still have 2,500, 3,000 Hawkeyes in the stands?
Everywhere we go, honestly, the Hawk fans show up for us. Whether we're in Minneapolis, it was Carver North, we were in the West Coast in Portland, we were in Dallas. I mean, Iowa Hawkeye fans are very supportive. They love our team. We're very, you know, I think these women are very approachable. They're very likable. They're great role models. People are looking for something positive out there today. There's a lot of junk going around in this world, and people want something positive, and our team provides that for people.
Molly, it was a big weekend for Central Michigan transfers with Iowa.
The kicker was from Central Michigan. The football kicker who made the buzzer-beating field goal.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Well, my next question was going to be if you cross paths with Marshall at all at Central Michigan, so that seems to be a no.
I did not know.
Okay.
But that is awesome. I'm happy for him.
We have a lot of Central Michigan connections in the Iowa athletic department.
Yeah.
Caitlin, is there anything that can explain the free throws at the end there?
Tired, not focused. I mean, it's hard playing 3 games in 3 days,
Sure.
but I just kind of short-armed them all and did not have any legs into them of any sort. And kind of when you miss one free throw, it becomes way more mental than it is a physical shooting motion. Anybody that shoots a free throw knows that. But maybe I was just trying to keep the game a little interesting. 2 possessions instead of 3. Same with Kate, but no, definitely need to
they
make
did
them
the same thing too.
need to make them going forward. And you know, it's hard playing 3 games in 3 days, but you know, lucky enough we played really well the 2 days prior and we're able to use our bench, and I think that honestly saved our legs, especially, you know, having to go as many minutes as we did tonight.
Building off that, just how nice will it be to have a week off until next Saturday to play, and how, you know, big is that to kind of just reset?
Yeah, I think it's, you know, really important. You can go back and kind of assess our 3 games. We can get people healthy that are a little banged up. You know, you can get some rest mentally, physically. You can get schoolwork caught up on, get ahead on academics. But, you know, Bowling Green's a really good team, so we're going to have to get ready and prepare for them. And We don't play too many easy games. That's not what our schedule looks like. So, it's also a good time for us to get better at things that we need to get better at. And that's what Coach Bluder always says. When you have a whole week and multiple practices where you aren't doing a scouting report, it's time for you to get better at something. So I think that will probably be our focus at the beginning of the week at least.